I know, I've been horrible. I haven't made a SOST video since August, and now it's November. Well, tomorrow's the first day of November. So all of September and all of October, I haven't made a video, and that's my fault. So I'm going to pick it up right now because I've got a couple people who have been watching my videos and who have requested for me to make another one, and I need to anyway. So here we go. Let's continue. Here is SOST number 4. Today, I'm going to talk about something that I feel is very important for all teachers to have. Student teachers, first year teachers, veteran teachers. And what I'm talking about is that sense of authority in the classroom. Classroom management. I know as a student teacher you probably hear about it all the frickin' time in your credential program, but not in the sense where you're learning actual tricks. Maybe you are, maybe you're not. Where I'm at, not so much. A little bit here and there, but nothing I've been finding effective so far. So I'm going to give you some of my tricks that I use for classroom management. First of all, I have an advantage because I'm male, just a fact, and I'm tall, and I have a deep booming voice that I use all the time whenever I need to get the kids' attention. I never yell at the kids. That's a big no. Don't do that. If you yell at the kids and you lose your temperament, you lose them for good. There are plenty of YouTube videos where the student takes out their cell phone and starts recording their teacher flipping out and throwing desks and books and papers and all that stuff, and you can't do that. You lose the kids' respect. You lose everything when you do something like that. So my first piece of advice, you have to keep it civil. Alright? A lot of teachers use sarcasm. I do every now and then. It's more tongue-in-cheek though. I don't ever say something sarcastic and want to hurt the kids' feelings. But I do little things to get them back on track. Like, I have a couple of kids that continuously just put their heads down and they don't keep their heads up and they don't stay working. So what I do is I just go by and man, you smell that, you guys? That's a sweet aroma of failure. And they just kind of laugh, and I look at them and say, oh, okay, I'm sorry, Mr. Norris, I'll get to work. Most of the time. You know, and I do it in a joking manner. I think that stuff is fine. See, another thing that I do, I picked up from my master teacher. It's an old Army trick that he said he used when he was in the Army. And that's ears open. It's a little elementary, but I like it a lot, and it works great. When the kids are all talking too much, you want to get their attention, simply you say ears, and when they hear that, they respond back with open. If all of them don't say it again, more of them will say it. They're drowning out the conversations that they're having amongst themselves by saying open after you say ears, and eventually you get all of their attention, and you never have to do anything like, hey, shut up, you know, so, which is wrong to do in the first place. So that's a very good trick that I use, and use it yourself if you'd like. Another thing pertaining to classroom management, if you've given them an individual assignment, what I do is I walk by the desks. My classroom is set up all in rows, and I walk by the desks and I start checking their answers, and also I start initialing the papers. So as I'm initialing the papers, the other kids are like, huh? What is Mr. Norris doing? Well, I better get to work. Because the initial means you're done, you're going to get points for sure. If you don't get my initial on your paper, you don't get the points. So they know that now. So when they see me walking down the aisles putting down the initials, they know that they better get to work or they're not going to get the points for it. Never assign something and walk away. The kids won't do anything. It's like you're not even there to them. You always have to be monitoring, you always have to be walking around, always have to be checking for their work. For the first couple weeks, about a first month, I felt uncomfortable getting in their space a little bit. I don't have a problem with that anymore. I will if I see someone talking to their neighbor, I will get up in their face and I will check out their paper and be like, huh, looks like we got a lot of blank spaces here, let's get to work. And they do. You got to invade that space a little bit sometimes for students to get focused. Always walk around, always monitor, ears open, don't ever yell. I'm very calm most of the time, unless they're just acting up and I can't do anything but raise my voice. I've done that 2 or 3 times. Another trick, if you have a first block class and they have a break right after, you take minutes away from their break. Once you take away their free time, oh, they'll do anything you want. Same with the period right before lunch. You can do that. It's a little more tricky with periods where they're back-to-back periods where they don't have a break or a lunch or anything like that. Let's see, what else? What else? I use the name cards for randomizing when I want to see if they're understanding the work. But say there's a kid in the back talking, and I hold up the stack of doom is what I call it, the stack with all their names in it, and I draw a name from the stack. It's someone else, but I'm saying it's the kid who's talking. Just to, oh hey look, happens to be you. What's the answer? You know. So little tricks like that, little manipulations like that will get them focused. When your evaluator comes to evaluate you, I'm treading on the line here of what's ethical when it comes to education, but here's my advice to you. When your advisor comes, always predetermine who you're going to call on. Yes, I'm trying to say call on the students that you know will give you the right answer. It just makes you look better. I know it's kind of wrong, but just do it, alright? So you get a better evaluation, just looks better on you. I think that's about all I want to share now. I'm going to definitely try to be more frequent with these videos. I'm going to try, but don't hold me accountable, but I really will try. So yeah, there you go. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, post one down below, and I will get back to you. Alright, so we'll see you next time. Good luck, and keep going. The semester's almost over. About a 6-week stretch and we're done. See you later.